Good morning, guys. Just thought I'd make a quick video. Just talking about Reiki, really. I think when you're a Reiki practitioner, you tend to think that everybody knows what it is and understands it. But that's because a majority of the people that you probably are around or have a connection with will learn the information from you. And there's loads and loads of information on the internet about Reiki, Reiki fed places like that, that can give you tons of information about Reiki. But it's also individual to the person and the practitioner of what Reiki is and how it affects them individually, because everybody's different and everyone has a different experience and a different understanding. And even the recipients who are getting Reiki, each time it will be a different experience for them. It won't always be the same thing, because energetically we don't need the same treatment each time. So Reiki, what is it? It's basically, it's chi, it's prana, it's universal energy, whatever you want to call it. And when a Reiki practitioner is attuned to the Reiki energy by a qualified Reiki master, then they are able to channel, I suppose, is the word that you would use, and you let it flow through the crown chakra, through the body down to the heart chakra, and the energy comes out your arms, out of your hands, and into the person that you're treating, and you work energetically down their body, down the various chakras down their body. I tend to work from the crown down to the root, down the 7 main chakras. But it also depends on the person. Sometimes you can get an intuitive feeling of what is going on with the person before you even make full contact with them, and you know straight to go to a certain area that you think needs attention. But again, everybody's different. Some people like to use the sort of the Western schooled way of working down from the crown, third eye, throat, heart, and so forth down the body. Other Reiki practitioners will intuitively work down the energy of the recipient. So that's basically what it is. It's a universal energy. It's universal life force. Many years ago, when I did martial arts, I did something called Aikido, and again, it's Reiki, Aiki. It's got that energy system based within it, and that's their Eastern philosophy. And I think these days a lot of Eastern philosophies and knowledge, which has been around for thousands of years, is starting to work its way west. I think because mankind's getting a bit sick of the whole game of the pharmaceutical industry and the system and poisoning our bodies with medication, that people are now looking for a more natural form. They're looking for holistic healing, which is where Reiki, meditation, things like that come into a field of its own, really. So where do we go from there? So that is all about Reiki. So it's the ki, it's the chi in China, ki in Japan, prana in India, and that's kind of like what it is. And as a Reiki practitioner, we are basically a drain pipe. We don't have any sort of interaction really with the Reiki energy. We just let it flow, and we as the practitioner go to where we feel it needs to go for the recipient. But you can have your hands on the crown chakra for a full hour, and the Reiki will flow through the body and go to where it is needed for that person at that time. So it is totally natural. It is a beautiful form, and it works in its own way. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely magical. And each time, people that I've either sent distantly, remotely, which is something else you can do, each time reactions are different. Sometimes they don't feel anything, but you just know that it is working, because I can feel that it's doing what it needs to do, and it is going there. Other times people let you know, they'll be like, wow, that was just amazing, tingles, colours. They'll feel and experience so much. So each session is different, and it's different for every person because everybody's got different requirements, different needs at that specific time. And each sort of section of the body, from your root chakra to your crown chakra, has obviously all the organs in those areas. Those chakras, or energy centers, as other people call them, they align with those organs and those areas of the body. So if you're at the heart chakra, then anything around the heart, the lungs, the respiratory system, the upper back, any issues that may be around there can be attributed to the heart chakra, and the Reiki energy is unblocking those energy centers. There may be blocks there that physically people may not be aware of, but they are coming down with physical symptoms, and they're not sure of why they are there, and how they've developed it. So that's kind of like where the energy healing comes in. It comes into a world of its own. So anyone that might have, something wrong with the upper back or anywhere in the back area, even across the shoulders, people tend to carry a lot of stress, a lot of worry in the back. And when you let that go with the use of Reiki or even meditation, things like that, using it hand in hand, the meditation and the Reiki can be absolutely amazing and so powerful. Over time, these symptoms and these ailments that people have problem with, they will go away. And after a Reiki treatment, the Reiki is with you for about 3 days. So it's always working in the background on issues that you might not even be aware of. What could be a toothache or stomach ache or backache or leg ache, anything like that is a blockage in your energetic system. And you might not even be aware of where the problem is. Whereas normally you would go to a doctor and they'll just give you painkillers and they'll cover that pain up. As soon as those painkillers have worn off, after about 4 hours, you take some more. 4 hours later, you take some more. But what is actually the root cause? What has caused that pain? What has caused that issue? And sometimes it can go way, way back, like to a time that you don't even realise that where it caused an issue, which is, I suppose that's almost on a psychological level, taking a person back in their mind. That the Reiki works in such strange ways, and it can take you back a long, long time and resolve all those issues from way back when, without you really knowing about it until maybe 5 weeks later, after maybe a block of sessions. You're finding that you're doing this differently, you're doing that differently, you're reacting to people differently. It's absolutely astounding. So that's kind of like my take on Reiki and what it is. There's so much more information out there that you can search on Google, obviously, places like that. But again, like I said, it is individual to the practitioner or the master and the recipient as well. If they've had Reiki before, then they kind of know how it works. They know what to expect from it. And they keep coming back each time because they know it is so powerful. I touched on before about the distance Reiki, and I have a few clients over in the US. I'm in England, by the way, as you can tell by the accent probably. So yeah, when people find out that you can send Reiki remotely, that just blows them away, and they're just like, no, don't believe that for a second. But it works. It really does work. It's just amazing. And when I first got these clients in the US, these are the first real long distance clients that I had. And I even like sort of questioned it myself, and I thought, am I going to do this right? Is it going to work? And the results that I got back after the first session, I was just absolutely blown away. And all I do when I'm sending distant energy, all I use is a piece of paper. I put the name of the recipient, the client, on the paper, where it's going to go to, whether it be a state or a town and a state, or a city and a state, and then the time that they require it. So obviously if it's in America, then I have to find out their time zone. So it might be Eastern Standard Time, it might be Pacific Time, so you have to find that out as well. But to program the energy to go to that person for that time, in that time zone, in that country, it really is mind-blowing. But the results speak for themselves. And the people that have had the healing, the clients in the US have had 5 weeks, 6 weeks now of continuous healing, 1 day a week. And the results have been absolutely astounding, really, really astounding. And I'm so pleased that it's worked so well for them. And it's really taught me a lot as well. I'm quite new to Reiki. I only got attuned to level 1 in October 2019, and I got attuned to level 2 in February 2020 this year. And so I'm still learning a lot, and luckily my Reiki master is in the same town where I live, so if need be, I can contact him for any information and any advice or anything I'm not sure of. And I think that's vital to any practitioner, to be in close contact with their Reiki masters, to be able to get any information that they might need, or just a little bit of guidance. So yes, that's kind of like it. That's my take on Reiki, on hands-on and distant. If you need any more clarification or anything, then do drop a comment or a message. I have a Facebook page as well, which you can message me through, which is called Reiki Energy Meditation and Spirituality. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, sorry about that. And then I also have an Instagram page called Reiki Zen Ian, which is obviously the same name as this YouTube page. So yeah, if you want to follow me or message me, want any more information about Reiki, or if you want any videos on anything specific within the Reiki meditation and spiritual field, then do feel free to drop me a message, or even if you just want to have a chat about anything, that's fine as well. So bye for now. I hope you liked the video. I hope it's been informative for you. It was kind of an on-the-spot thing, so I didn't really plan for this. I just felt like I needed to do a video just to let people know what Reiki is. So yeah, you take care, guys, and see you again soon. Bye for now.